We've seen a lot of weird pumps in the past few months. Recently the Navaja knife vanilla started pumping, going from 65 euros up to 80 euros in just a day. This one Chinese profile owns over 651 of these Navaja knife vanillas, which is absolutely crazy, but that is not what we are here to talk about. So lately I was made aware that some agents started pumping by this member Ploish in my Discord community. Like this one went from 10 euros up to 17 euros in a short amount of time and then back to 15 euros. And this one also had two pumps, went from 27 euros up to 36 euros and then from 35 euros up to 46 euros, and now it's back at 42 euros. But this led me to ask if it's really a pump, or is it fair that these started rising? If we take a look at Esportfire's agent index, which basically just gives us the price of every agent combined, we can see that in the past the index was pumping crazy, going from $1,300 up to $2,500, which is almost a double in price. But after the knife trade up update happened, it started tanking, going all the way down to $1,200, and then it started rising again, but now we are sitting at around $1,900. So let me pull up a calc. So we'll do 2,500 minus 1,900 divided by 2,500 and times that by 100. So that is a 24% loss for an update that has nothing to do with agents. Granted, the update caused a lot of uncertainty in the market, but I think most of us all do realize that the gold trade-up system might actually be for the better of the CS2 economy. So maybe these prices are pumps, or maybe it's some investors realizing that the agent prices are super undervalued. So we've seen 3 agent releases in Counter-Strike, and the latest one was Operation Riptide, which concluded almost 4 years ago. Now before we go any further, I'd like to add that I am invested into agents, and this video isn't investment advice. It's purely just my thoughts, and I love to hear what you think down in the comments. So right now I have around 1,700 euros worth of agents investments, which for some I've been holding for several years. You can see the first one I bought in 2020 probably as a play skin, but it has been an investment, it has been in my inventory, and you can see some of these I've made pretty good return on investments on. I bought the agents for around 900 euros and they're now sitting at 1,700 euros. But I won't sell these agents even if they double in price tomorrow, and if I were to ever sell, I'd update everyone in my Discord before I do so, as that is where I post all my investments, and I think it's only fair. You can get the investor notification role if you want. So why is it I won't sell and think these are good investment? Well, first of all, as I mentioned, they haven't been released for almost 4 years, and basically every time they did release agents in the past, they would have to either change the map or change the agents because people found broken spots where some of the agents were basically invisible. Another reason is the sleeves. So knives and glove combos are a huge thing in CS2. People want to match them as much as possible. With agents, it's possible to find a matching sleeve color, like these black sleeves. These are blue. This one's very blue, would probably be insanely good with a bright water combo. And even some green ones. Of course, there's also white ones. And it's possible to find different skin color tones with no accessories. And it's possible to find agent sleeves with watches on them, which comes in different colors as well. So I think these are a very affordable opportunity for someone with a blue glove knife combo who wants to get it even better. So you can see this blue one, which would go amazingly with a bright water combo. It's only sitting at a 22 euro price. Another reason, as we kind of were talking about earlier, some of the agents give some slight competitive advantages. A good example would be on Ancient, where the green agents really could give you a small advantage in some situations, and that would just be really good. Also, some of the agents have a smaller hitbox, which is just insane. Now, we of course also have to talk about the risk in investing in agents. So the primary risk would be that they could re-release agents, most likely not the ones from earlier, which we've basically never seen CS do, but if they release them, they would be very cheap. So in the past, you can see the blue agents were only $2.25 and the red ones were $11.25. So if that happened, which I don't think it will, it would probably tank the market. So what agents would I go with? So I can't really answer that question. If it was me, I'd try to focus on more of the cheaper agents with some nice sleeves and some of the ones that have some uniqueness over them. Try to find undervalued pink agents, for example, or purple agents. Just try to go with something that has a nice color and you could see rise in the future, because there would be an actual demand for it. Don't just go with the most expensive one, because I don't think that's where the highest ROI is to be made. Now, with all that being said, let me know what you think in my Discord or in the comments. Oh, and one last thing, smash the subscribe and like button.